What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tico on Blitz, and here we are in Unreal Engine 5's variation of World of Tanks Blitz. We are going to be messing around today with a couple vehicles, messing around with the different commanders that are featured into the game now, and seeing how we can fare well apart from that. So with my IS-4, I am currently running the standard commander that is automatically equipped to every vehicle, and that is Duncan Anderson, to which he carries two special abilities, ranging from triple threat. And for every third shot that you hit the enemy, the damage you deal increases by 4 to 12%. That's actually fairly ideal, as it would give something like the IS-4 an advantage to maybe getting a max roll that's an extensive amount apart from its average damage output. And you also have rapid fire, which will increase your reload by 2 to 6%, allowing you to fire more rapidly. Also beneficial as well to when you are the last tank remaining, and you pretty much have the opportunity to deal as much more damage as possible to your enemies before you get cleared. So that's kind of an advantage apart from that. So here we go, loading on into our first battle. Let's see how we can fare well apart from that. We are going into the random queue system, by the way. Pretty much they're implementing skill-based matchmaking, which is a little bit of a concern apart from that. But what's the point? There's really no skill gap into this game nowadays, as they did get rid of stats. Alright, so here we are loaded on into our first battle on Yamato Harbor. Let's see, they have an IS-7, a 57 heavy, and a 9001P, along with a 752 in terms of heavies. Okie dokie, so let's see how we can fare well in our first battle. It looks like we are going to be heading on over towards the right side. I'm just going to turn my headset down just a little bit, as it does seem to be a little loud. So here we go. We are going to be heading on over to the right. Let's see if any of our guys are probably going to be heading on over this way as well. Alright, so it looks like we got our E100 in our grill, and of course our Yo is going to abandon us at the last second. W teammates, they don't really know where the exact locations to plant themselves on the map at times. Alright, so let us go ahead and move. You gotta say the maneuverability of this thing straight up is actually fairly solid. I've always loved the IS-4's maneuverability, especially since it got buffed apart from World of Tank Blitz's behalf. Alright, so we already got the T-57 heavy spotted. Let's go ahead and see what they got. They got the IS-7. They also got a 752 who were able to get a nice tap into his vehicle. Alright, so reloading once again. It looks like some of the other enemies did end up firing for the time being. Let's go ahead and aim on in towards the 90 and get a nice tap for 340 into his vehicle. He does pen me in the process, but that is totally alright. So let's go ahead and wait right here and see if any of these guys are willing to end up poking on to an extensive amount. I also got the IS-7 once again. Alright. Not willing to poke a 9001 at the moment. We also got the 57 heavy lurking off in the back. Okay, well I didn't see that barrier in the way, unfortunately enough. So reloading again. Let's go ahead and fire in on this 57 heavy real quick for a nice tap of 422. Alright, so reloading again. It looks like he's probably going to sit there for the time being, apparently. So let's go ahead and get another tap into him then for 488. Alright, reloading again. I don't really know if he's going to stay put right there for the time being. Oh, there's the E3 apart from that. Let's go ahead and get a quick tap into you for 454. We get a nice bounce. Ooh, double bounces. Alright, I see how it is. Alright, so we're just going to reload again and chunk this guy right into his lower plate, and then we just continue backing on up with our super speed boost. Alright, so now we basically have the opportunity to finish this guy off, so let's go ahead and track him in the process. Beautiful. Alright, so reloading again. We probably have enough DPM factors in order to get the clear into him. He bounces us yet again. And of course he bounces upper plate. Of course, we gotta love the trollness of the 752. So reloading again. Alright, oh, he gets tracked again, and that's going to give me the opportunity to clear him. Alright, beautiful. E3 is tunneling us in the process, so let's go ahead and sneakily try to see if we can get a tap into this IS-7 right there. Of course, we bounced him once again. See, this is kind of the problem to where Wargaming still implemented the fact that you can still get those troll bounces, especially when you aim it into those green spots. That's always been a problem apart from Wargaming, so there we go, 369 tap to make up for that mishap. Alright, we're just going to bait the IS-7 at the time being. Actually, no, I'm willing to take a hit. I could honestly care less. And he does bounce me in the process, and we were able to get a nice tap for 455. Alright, reloading again. We probably will have enough DPM levels to clear this guy for the time being. Honestly, could care less if he clears that. And that is a fairly solid victory apart from that. And you can see right there that Duncan's abilities can't really lead to your fortunate upsides apart from that, and you can't really deal extensive damage amount, especially when you get that damage boost when you fire your third shell just like that. And we were able to do 4,142 damage. This was basically just a farm fest apart from my behalf, and we were able to do top on the team apart from that. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and plop on into game number 2, but I am going to be using a different vehicle with a different commander, and that is in fact the T95E6 with Olivia Vasquez, to which she has a different form of special abilities. She has Iron Will, which will increase your tank's hit points by 3 to 10%. Pretty much beneficial to run with a form of a heavium, pretty much, so that you can basically survive for a longer period of time, and basically rely on some of your schematics, like your gun depression and your armor to do you the job most importantly. And then you also have Guerrilla Tactics, which will increase your accuracy and movement speed of all allies within a 50-mile radius. And it'll basically account for this vehicle as well, apart from that. So let's go ahead and hop on into game number 2 and see how we can fare well. So apart from the gameplay factors, yeah, I really do not like the fact that you can aim on into those green spots and still get those troll bounces. Kind of the same thing implemented to the original form of World of Tank Blitz. I also don't really like the physics as much, especially for the fact that when you are moseying your tank upwards on a fairly angulated hill, you're still able to achieve a top speed, or a constant speed, I should say, of pretty much your average. So you're basically saying that in a Grill 15, you can basically go 40 kilometers per hour, or like achieve a consistent speed of 30-something kilometers per hour, and basically go up that hill like it's absolutely nothing. You should still be only going a maximum of about 15 or 12 kilometers per hour at most, especially when going over those angular hillsides like that. Like, that's really strange. I really hope that they fix that sometime soon into this game. Alrighty, so here we are in game number 2. Ooh, Ghost Factory. I haven't played this map yet. Interesting. Okay. So in terms of heavies, they have an E100, a Stritzvong K, an E5, and that seems to be all that they would have. Alright, so let's just go ahead and see how we can fare well apart from this battle. So we are going to be loading on in. There we go. I'm going to go head on over to my favorite spot, which is the far left side.
What a perfect day to kick some ass.
Oh, alright. Well, it looks like nobody's going left except for my 183. Alright, well, I guess I got to go with him then. I'm hoping our mouse goes with us, which of course he's not. And I'm going to have no support from that whatsoever from these guys. So if all the enemies end up showing up at once, then yeah, that's going to be a problem. Alright, well, it looks like some of their vehicles ended up going towards the other side of the map, which is good. So let's go ahead and mosey on upward just a little bit and see if anybody is willing to poke on over towards this side. We got the 183 off in the back, to I can maybe rely on him. Alright, so it looks like some enemies are at base B for the time being. So very sorry about that. My mom walked into my room, but we didn't have any mishaps or anything occur apart from that. So we're just going to go ahead and capture the A base at the time being. I don't really know why nobody decided to want to come over here. Now our team is getting absolutely blunkered in the process. Alright, well, we got the enemy Stritzvong. Ooh, 1,200 from the 183. Let's see if he's going to mosey on down right over here. If so, then I'll probably have a chance to get a nice tap for 399 into him. Alright, there we go. Reloading again. Let's go ahead and mosey on over towards this enemy Stritzvong, as it looks like he might be screwed off in the process. We're going to mosey on through right around over here. And yeah, there's the problem with the physics once again. Alright, we got the enemy Stritzvong. Nice, 481 HE into his rear, and then we're going to reload again. Looks like the 183 is probably going to clear into the process, which he does. Beautiful. Alright, and then we're going to mosey on over towards the remaining enemies right over here. We got the enemy E100. It looks like I got to go help out my enemy, or my allied mouse. That's the beauty part of having maneuverability, is I'm maybe able to achieve 50 kilometers per hour apart from that. Alright, so moseying on up over here. Got the enemy E100 spotted right there. Nice tap for 349. We're going to plop on our adrenaline real quick. It looks like he's got the side of his turret exposed, so let's go ahead and get another solid tap for 349. Alright, let's continue moseying on forward, as this guy is still within my peripheral point of view. There we go. Just continue out DPMing him as he is running the standard gun, and he rolls 524, interestingly enough. There we go. And the 183 finishes him off. That's fairly solid. Alright, now all that's left are the enemy WZ-132-1 and the enemy grill. We're going to go ahead and get a nice slap into you for 399. Alright. I would have thought that shell missed, but surprisingly enough, it didn't. So, where is this enemy grill at? I would be fairly interested to know if he's, like, chilling off in the back somewhere over here. So let's continue moseying on outward over here. He could probably be off lurking in the back somehow. Or he's probably just AFK in general. which it looks like that he is. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a nice AG for 448. Reloading again. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it looks like we're gonna have to fire AP to finish it off then. Alright, well, we are still able to achieve fast 3,000 damage, although that was kind of a rat battle. Oh, and the fact that some of my guys ended up holding that side off fairly solidly. So, in this one, we were able to do 3,444 damage, doing second on the team. Fairly solid result apart from our team's behalf. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and go on into game number 3 then, and we are going to be doing that on the 114 SP2 with Manu. And he has 2 special abilities called Steel Resilience, which will increase your tank's armor thickness by 1.5 to 5%. Don't have them maxed at the moment, but that is really beneficial for something like this, especially when you are using your hold down capabilities. And then block and shot. After blocking damage to your tank, the next shot fired deals 3 to 10% higher damage, which is also fairly beneficial, which means you can get those extensive rolls, especially when using something like this with a hard-hitting gun. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and plop into game number 3 and see how we can fare well in terms of that. So we are going to be waiting on into the mighty Q system. Oh gosh, I felt like I was gonna cough there for a second. Oh my gosh, that was kind of crazy. Alright, so we'll just have to wait and see till then if we will be able to get into a battle. Alright, 5 billion years later, and here we are on Lagoon for our final battle. They have a 60 Chieftain Mark 6, a mouse, and that seems to be all they have in terms of their heavy. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Alright, anyways, let's see how we can do in this battle. Let's put up just as good as a performance, hopefully, apart from this. Hopefully, if we have support going with us. Don't know why the 907 is coming this way along with us. It's actually kind of strange. So, oh, there goes my ping once again. That's actually kind of crazy. Yeah, my Wi-Fi levels are not really faring out at the best of their ability, unfortunately enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and continue moseying on over this way then. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue moseying on through. Looks like nobody ended up coming over towards this side of the map, surprisingly enough. Oh, never mind. The 907 did end up getting spotted. So let's just see how we can do. Alright, looks like everybody decided to want to go down, interestingly enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and mosey on down as well. Let's see what we can spot. Looks like we got the enemy mouse. That looks like he's going to come on out for the time being. Oop, we got the side of his turret exposed, and there we go, 579 tap into his vehicle. Alright, reloading again. We do have somebody that's plopping on up over towards the other side, which it looks like it is the enemy WZ. He ends up missing his shell, unfortunate apart from his behalf. So I'm actually going to mosey on down for the time being and see if I can maybe get some nice taps into his vehicle. Alright, so moseying on through. Alright. Also got the 1E3 off to the side. We can maybe get some taps into him. Let's go ahead and do such. It looks like he's coming on out. Nice tap for 619 into his vehicle. Alright, reloading again. Oh, it looks like he wants me so bad, but unfortunately it's not going to be the case, as he is already cleared. Alright, we got the enemy WZ. Alright, and we also got the Chieftain. Let's go ahead and... I really wanted that AG to do a large chunker. Unfortunate, but that's alright. We're going to mosey on up towards these two enemies apart from that. So let's go ahead and wiggle our tank, and he does pen that, unfortunately enough. But that's going to give me an opportunity to get a nice tap for 627. And then we're basically just going to stay right around over here. It looks like the Vickers is going to get right on in behind us, which is totally alright. And then we are just going to reload. There we go, 624 into him. And then we're going to go right on over towards the enemy Vickers right over here and get a finishing clear into him, hopefully. Uh-oh, I might be cleared apart from that. Oh, no. Oh, he bounces. Oh, he fucked up. That is unfortunate apart from his behalf. Alright, but we got the enemy Chieftain. I'm probably not going to get the clear into him, or maybe. It's a possibility. Okay, unfortunately not. But we got the WZ, and he's going to be finished off in the process. Holy cow. I am fairly lucky that I didn't end up getting cleared. I think we still did 2,000 damage in this one. I mean, it wasn't as good as the first two battles. Oh yeah, 28-12. Those high chunking amount of damage with Kai's ability really just takes the cake apart from that. Able to do second on the team apart from that. Alright, so 3 solid victories, can't really complain. I really just think that Wargaming should listen to their community and see what they have to think apart from any necessary changes because this game is currently just in a terrible state occurring at the moment. UI is terrible. I think the sets are absolutely bullshit, and I'll go ahead and show you an example apart from that. If I were to search up a vehicle like the 50B, for example, hold on, AMX 50B, wherever it could be at. Oh, I don't think it was the 50B. I think it was the which one was it? I think it was the Bat Chat, or I could also do the AMX 1375. Yeah, there it is. Yep, 1390 is also in this set. As you can clearly see apart from this banner, the tank on the left is a Bat Chatillon Barras, while you have a Bat Chatillon 25 ton. And what's stupid about this one is that the Barras isn't even visible in this set. But when I go and type in the Barras, it is in a completely different set, which is actually kind of stupid to even think about. Yep, there it is right there. It is a special vehicle. Like, how does that make any sense? Even for the fact that you have some Frenchies that are a part of a tech tree line, and you also have tanks that are out of the equation, like the Vickers NBT3. You also have the Eric Concept. Like, what are these tanks doing in this set, bro? Like, that makes so very little sense. And here's the stupid part. When I go over to collections right over here, you can see the majority of them. You can already tell which ones are basically locked and unlocked, or you can also just go to browse. And this is the problem with this, is that all of these vehicles right here have to be or you have to unlock the sets with keys, and the only way that you can buy sets or you can buy keys in that regards is that you have to purchase them in the shop. Wargaming even mentioned before that they're going to be appealing this game to their younger audience. Most of them don't even have a form of currency to pay with. How does that make any sense? I don't know, man. But hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video apart from that, and you basically get my point to why this game is pretty much going to be falling apart from its initial release. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to turn on those bell notifications while you're at it so you do not miss out on any new videos or streams in that regards. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.